What is the most unethical way you can think of to make money? Scorched earth pirating. Attack a defenseless village, kill any resistance, gather whatever valuables, weapons, etc. that you can, enslave anyone that can be sold, kill the rest, burn the village to the ground. Child sex trafficker, injecting disease-causing ingredients into products and then selling the cure years later. Reading that one of the biggest producers of cigarettes was the highest bidder for a new trial lung cancer drug slapped me round the face. The fact it was just another news story. That it was legal. They give you cancer through their product and then take your money as you desperately scramble for a cure. It is, beyond words, kidnapping pets, waiting for a reward to be posted, and then returning the pet. Feign an illness, request contributions through a crowdfunder, preying on the desperate by selling fake cures. Animal crush pornography. I wish I had never learned it exists. If you are talking about illegal things, there are plenty. But if you are talking about ways of making money that are legal yet cause harm, I would say a payday loans business or a private for-profit health insurance company. As someone who sells porn for part of their income, go with peddling CP. I've only known one person involved in that, and they are now thankfully locked up in Russia. Or maybe dead in the UA front lines. Who knows? Either is okay. Nice try, Nestle. Still trying to top yourselves. Are you shitting on people's lawns and making them pay you to clean it up? Here's the most creative, unethical way. You proofread phishing emails and phone messages for spelling, grammar, context, and imagery. You get paid per email plus a cut of the take. Televangelist. Create a health insurance company in the US. Making child porn. Marrying with the sole purpose to divorce for money. Punching a hooker in the face, stealing their money, and then coming back to hire them for their services, just to steal the money again. Sell pharmaceuticals in the USA. War. Performing FGM on young girls using a razor and no anesthetic. Being a politician. Manipulate an older family member into making you the receiver for most all of their stuff in their will and then kill them. Contract killing. Child sex trafficking. Holding back the production of any life-saving product to cause a rise in prices. Artificial scarcity for the win, not including food in the ticket of a long international flight and then selling it for 5x the normal price while not allowing any outside food or drinks. Nestle CEO enters the chat asterisk. Selling homeopathic medicine to cancer patients. Start a movement to make normal dating completely unacceptable and make everyone use dating apps. Make a dating app that is packed full of microtransactions to an insane degree, e.g., certain words require an extortionate daily subscription that can only be bought with cryptocurrency. Buy every single dating site and app and merge all of them into the microtransaction-packed one. Infinite money glitch. In a non-criminal manner, it's paparazzi. Absolute scumbags of humans. Legal but unethical? Probably anything that extracts money from desperate poor people. Like payday loans, towing cars, or bail bondsmen. Being a Supreme Court justice and having rich friends subsidize an extravagant lifestyle in exchange for friendly rulings. Organ harvesting. Child pornography. Selling drugs and human trafficking. I never did drugs, thank God, but human trafficking is quite alarming nowadays. Seeing people doing this is not just against the law, but it's also against the victim's fundamental human rights according to EU and international human rights conventions. I am not a lawyer, but I am studying to become one specializing in human rights. Selling child and or snuff pornography. Of the legal variety, predatory MLMs. If you happen to live in a small town and hear about someone's impending divorce, you could pounce on that to buy up their house at a way discounted rate, and then flip it almost immediately at a proper market price. People aren't thinking straight through those types of situations and usually will need money. Be a family vlogger. Looking especially at you, Curdy Dozens. She's the worst child exploiter of them all. She adopted several kids, all with special needs and trauma, and posts all their personal information on TikTok and YouTube. Her channels bring her lots of money, but at the expense of her children's privacy. Don't watch her or anyone like her. Kidnap people and sell their organs. war. Whatever Joel Osteen does. I live near an elementary school with an expansive playground area. I go there with my daughter to play and walk around the track for exercise. There are always jackets, coats, hoodies, etc. lying on the ground, by the basketball court, on benches and tables, etc. I had this thought that if I was homeless or a junkie and needed money, come check out the playground and scoop up all the clothing the kids forgot to pick up. Maybe wash it, sell it to a used clothing store for a little scratch. I've also thought of catfishing. Is it easy to pose as an attractive female online and get horny men to send you money? Go to a supermarket every day as soon as it opens and buy out the entire store and then resell everything for $1 more. Have a child and demand rich father buys you a house. Fake mental health problems and break up from their father, meaning you qualify for single parent support. Now also leave that home and try and get housed by the government. Make sure your fake mental health affects your employment and parenting. Make child unwell and ask for donations and try qualify for disability payments and perks. Let the government pay for it all. Over the years return to the bought home and frequently try demanding improvements on the property by rich father. Do not seek a career or training. As child matures, make sure to always play the victim and involve police as much as possible. When child becomes an adult with complex needs but can no longer get enough sympathy, just discard them and cease to support them. After all, they're a miscreant. Get ready to inherit from your own father. Kick out child, sell house and enjoy the inheritance. Child free a new countryside home. Finally get a job working for a charity to look like a good person. Adult child please for help with housing, just ignore it. Child takes own life. Freedom, inheritance, homeowner, perfect victim who works for a charity, lending money to people you know figure won't be able to pay it back at high, draconian even, interest rates. Child trafficking, sex trafficking or forbearance, etc. Something that couldn't break any laws, using a chat mob to act as God and answer prayers from dumb idiots and take their money and donations. Would also use AI to create Christian family on fake missions to foreign countries and tricking people into donating into fake causes, kinda like what churches do now. Testing on animals. Many popular cosmetics companies like Nivea, Head and Shoulders, Schwarzkopf and Old Spice test on animals. One of methods is basically placing cosmetics on animal eye and coming couple days later to see if animal is hurt. If not, it's safe. If animal is not able to be tested, they get rid of it, probably killing it. We can buy cosmetics not tested on animals. They use other way to test it, like not real skin. We must end that cruel. I've got a PhD in hard science. Whenever I get fed up with my daily job annoyances, there's a little voice inside my head that asks, I wonder how much I could make shilling climate change denialism on Fox News. I certainly couldn't live with myself if I did, though. Be a landlord during a housing crisis in Australia, stealing the value of the labor of others. Oh shit, that's capitalism. Rupert Murdoch comes to mind. Scams. I think they are the lowest types of human beings in existence. Willing doing anything that results in unnecessary harm and suffering for people. You can get into the semantics of which specific thing hurts people most, but all of it is bad. Buying a printing press and making my own. Killing those who make cures for cancer, destroying that cure and selling a lifelong treatment. I was going to say televangelist, but some of the other ones mentioned here, like child sex trafficking, are far worse. Sell baby flesh for soup. Creating NFTs of unsolicited dick pics, titling it with the sender's last name and posting it on a marketplace for $X BTC, then sharing the listing with the offender. Value Village is my least favorite company ever. They take resources from people who need them, and are for profit despite heavily implying that they are non-profit. For-profit prison industry. Check out the stats on incarceration rates in the US since for-profit prisons became a thing. US now has more prisoners per capita than any other nation on Earth, including China. https://static.prisonpolicy.org/images/NATO_US_2018.png U.S. Congresspersons. Politics. Get involved in U.S. politics. Sex trafficking, child trafficking. If someone already said it or not, but you can go on a certain government website and see the debts of different people. Then you can pay the debt, their mortgage for example, and claim whatever they had the debt on. You can then sell it. Capturing, torturing, killing and selling wild animals, or any animal that is reduced to a product rather than a living creature. Added disgust when it is an endangered species and therefore considered more valuable to the market. Did you mean to post this to r? Ask Andrew Tate. Most unethical is human trafficking of all sorts. The second most unethical way is dealing drugs. Dealers do nothing more than destroying the almost broken human of its frail life and health on demand and earns on it the way most corporations do it, refusing to pay living wages, sending jobs overseas, paying off politicians to deregulate them so they can further screw over their workers and mess up the planet, selling stem cells harvested by liquidating newborn babies without their mother's knowledge, selling the videos of the liquidation on the dark web to evil weirdos and selling the remaining sludge onto McDonald's to thicken their shakes. No waste. All profit. Be a CEO of basically any major corporation. U.S. Congressperson. Poaching. Creating IT viruses, then helping debug. Not the most unethical compared to these other comments, but very common. Pretending to fix house utilities, vents, boilers, pipes, and coming back 2 weeks later to do the same job while charging a high price. Or even pretending that something completely fine needs to be fixed anyway. Nice try, FBI. You ain't catching me for 1 MDB. Making fake news to generate clicks to get advertising revenue to make more fake stories. This is a phenomenal list of side hustles. Politician. Charging impoverished people exorbitant interest rates on loans. Steal it. Be a politician. Privatizing water. Haha, nice try, Nestle. If we talking real world jobs, insurance has gotta be up there, right? Purchase a small fleet of cheap motorcycles, preferably sports bikes. Hang out outside high school graduation, offer them for free in exchange for graduates who agree to sign off on $1 life insurance policy. Wait, professional hitman, make money. Thinking face going to go with forging $100 bills with orphan blood. Not sure if it possible, but take out hefty life insurance policies of people who live fast, hardcore addicts, and encourage their lifestyle until they overdose and collect the life insurance. People who film and participate in child prostitution and child pornography. Also bailiffs and traffic wardens. Sorry. Evangelical preacher. Becoming a politician. Naked shorting shares. Become the CEO of Nestle. Anything that is related to the abuse of children is just sickening. For-profit healthcare prisons. Forcing people in an emergency to choose between death or taking a special life-saving vehicle to a life-saving place at the cost of draining your life savings. Marketing. Politics.